What's up, y'all? It's D&B ENT. I'm Dee.
Your boy Brian.
About to react to a video by Dawson. This is popular 2017 conspiracy theories.
I like this dude conspiracy theory, man.
Yeah, I do too. I like all his videos. They're all pretty good. In this video, I guess he's gonna go over, some popular, they have Wendy Williams on the thumbnail.
They did?
So yeah. So remember you was telling me how people's conspiracy theory about her?
About the mind control or whatever?
Yeah. So I guess he's gonna touch on that. But we're about to see, so let's watch.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, welcome back
What's
to another
up?
conspiracy theory video. Now 2017 has been the year of some of the craziest conspiracy theories of all time. But today we're going to be focusing more on the creepy ones. And we're going to start with the theory that the iPhone might be examining your nudes. Now recently the iPhone X came out, and of course there were so many theories about it, most of which involved the very scary Face ID.
It projects and analyzes more than 30,000 invisible dots on your face to create a very, very, very precise map.
No! I do not like that. But what I'm about to
I
talk
don't
about
like that
is
either.
even
Keep it
regarding the iPhone X. This is something that's probably happening with whatever generation iPhone you have. So recently this tweet went viral. Attention all girls. Go to your photos and type in brassiere. Why are Apple saving these and made it a folder? And then a bunch of shocked faces. So then people took out their phones, went to their photo albums, and searched bra, and it was true. A category called brassiere popped up on everyone's phones, and then people started screenshotting their brassiere albums and posting them online. I mean, this girl posted hers, and there were tons of pictures of her having sex and changing, and then this girl posted hers, and there were once again pictures of her changing and being in a bra. So this wasn't even a theory. This is real. Your iPhone.
Hey, she takes pictures of it.
Every picture you have that shows your bra. So of course people started freaking out because they're like, why is this an option? Why is the iPhone saving my bra pictures?
Especially if you're deleting them.
Said, hey, no, it's not just bra. It's a bunch of words. iOS is designed to take advantage of the powerful processor built into every iPhone and iPad. So when you search your photos, for instance, all the face recognition and scene and object detection are done completely on your device. So basically what that means is you can search a lot of different words and your iPhone will categorize all the photos. So then I went to my phone and I decided to try it out. Now I don't have any bra pictures, so I just started with the letter A. And then boom, all these categories popped up. Apparel, Los Angeles, animal, apparatus, August, April, ale houses. And on and on.
That's
so
random.
It's weird. So I started doing every letter of the alphabet because I was just curious what was going to pop up. I can't believe I'm going to show you this. I'm going to blur it. I put in the letter P, and the category was pig. And then when I clicked on the pig album, it was my nudes. Apple literally saw my naked body.
It said pig.
Oh my god, you snorted. Maybe I was right. Listen, what I'm saying is, this whole thing is creepy. The fact that your phone can go through all of your pictures and detect every single item inside of it, and also for the pig thing, not for that. Alright, now this next theory is in the same vein as the last one, but almost creepier, and that is the theory that Facebook is listening to you. So everybody knows that when you go on Facebook, there's going to be a bunch of ads. And the ads are things you search or Google or buy on Amazon. But then sometimes
it'd be random stuff
that you've never searched for, but you just kind of talked about. So because this was happening so often to people, this one couple decided to do an experiment. They decided that they were going to leave their Facebook open on their phone and talk out loud about buying cat food.
So we're going to do a test here, and all day we're going to talk about cat food, because we don't have any cats, we never search for cats, especially cat food, so let's find out.
So then they just started randomly talking about cat food all day around their phone.
Cat food? Because I could use some cat food.
Well, the cat is almost out of food, so
We might need some cat food.
we should buy some cat food.
And then guess what happened 2 days later?
And there you have it, cat food. So I guess Facebook does listen.
That's
By the way,
crazy.
this came in 2 days later, I think.
How?
I believe it.
Why is
I know it doesn't when you search stuff.
How they hacked everything. Now, of course,
even when you search stuff just on Google on your phone, it'll pop up on your Facebook and stuff. You're like, bruh.
But
we don't.
I know why it does that.
Never used your microphone for ads. Just not true. I don't know. Listen, I don't believe him, but who knows? Maybe he's not lying. Either way, I'm definitely going to do an experiment in a future video and see if it works. Okay, now this next theory we're going to talk about involves one of the craziest things I've ever seen on TV. That's right, Wendy Williams passing out.
Yeah, this was creepy.
This was creepy. Look at her eyes, bruh.
So it was a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
That was creepy. Look at her eyes. She looked terrified.
Yeah.
Heat stroke? Nah, that ain't no heat stroke.
One of the scariest things I've ever seen. I couldn't believe that people were like making jokes and laughing about it right away. When I saw it, I was terrified. First of all, let's talk about how it looked. First, she gets this look on her face like she's terrified. It was almost like something inside of her head is snapped. Then she goes to touch the side of her head right before she crashes to the ground. Now, Wendy and her people are claiming that she was just dehydrated.
No, that ain't.
I was dehydrated, according to paramedics.
That don't what dehydration look like.
Instead of drinking regular water, I had electrolyte drinks. And then, I went to my own doctors, and I'm fine.
And then when people were saying, then why were you touching your head like it hurt? She said she was trying to hold up her crown.
So for people watching, when they saw me, put my hand up, it's because I'm trying to make sure my crown is there.
Now, of course, a lot of people online are saying, oh, wow, this is like a metaphor. Wendy Williams fainting while dressed as the Statue of Liberty is the perfect metaphor for 2017. And of course, a lot of people are saying, oh, it was an Illuminati thing, or she was a clone, and then she got turned off. But for the most part, a lot of people are saying that it seemed fake. Now, one of the main reasons people think it looks fake is because her eyes never closed or rolled back into her head, which is what happens when you pass out. And if you look at it side by side with somebody who's actually passing out from dehydration, it's different. One of them has their eyes rolled back in their heads. So why would it have been fake? Why would they have claimed this? This is where it gets dark.
Every single time a big event happens, they say that the Kardashians, Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn when a really crazy shooting just happened.
Now this YouTuber goes on to mention all the other crazy things that have happened in pop culture that seem to distract us from things that were happening in the world. I mean, we've talked about it before. People genuinely think that Britney Spears was hired by the George Bush administration to do crazy things to distract us from what was going on in the White House. So basically, anytime George Bush and his people would fuck up or do something wrong, Britney Spears would go crazy and shave her head. And then everybody would be focusing on that. What's actually going on in the world. And then after she shaved her head and started wearing a wig, she would start publicly saying things about George Bush like this.
Honestly, I think we should just trust our president in every decision that he makes, and we should just support that, and be faithful to what happens.
Do you trust this president?
Yes, I do.
Now clearly, it wouldn't be crazy to think that they're working together. Well, then that YouTuber goes on to remind us what happened at the same time as Wendy's passing out.
Wendy Williams passed out on her show the day the Manhattan shooting, the terrorist attack.
Yeah, Wendy passed out literally at the same time there was a very awful terrorist attack in New York.
It just kind of makes sense, and Wendy Williams all of a sudden just fainted on this specific day when something happened. So most people that would be watching TV and stuff, pay attention to the news, they're gonna go watch and see what happened. What did she look like when she fainted?
Now listen, I know this is intense, but she's not wrong. I mean, that entire day, the #1 trending topic at the moment was not the shooting in New York. It was Wendy Williams.
That's true, because I heard about this. I saw all these memes and stuff. I ain't heard nothing about the shooting till a few days after it happened,
People stopped
That's
talking about
crazy.
the New York terrorist attack in like 2 seconds, which is crazy. Oh, but don't worry, we got 24/7 news coverage of Wendy Williams. Why she passed out. So was that a distraction? Was that planned? I don't personally think so, but I mean, it definitely looks sketchy. Okay, let's lighten it up for a second and talk about something stupid. Now, we haven't talked about Poppy in a while, but I have been getting so many people requesting me to bring this up. A clip surfaced of Poppy back in 2015 on the Disney show Jessie. She did not look like Poppy. I know, weird, right? Like to see her not like but just like a normal girl in the background with a normal girl haircut and a normal girl face weirds me out. Well, even weirder. Supposedly, Poppy is friends with Debbie Ryan, who was the star of Jessie. There's even a video of them like hanging out while Poppy's making a video. So then it makes you think, Debbie Ryan, Disney Channel, evil, Illuminati, Poppy, Illuminati and evil. What if Disney Channel is behind it? Or what if Poppy got her inspiration from the Disney Channel and saw what was going on with Jessie behind the scenes and was like, I'm gonna write some music about this. Either way, it is just weird to see Poppy not being Poppy. Okay, so this next thing we're going to talk about is something we've been talking about so much lately, and that is more child molesters being exposed. So as you know, Kevin Spacey has been outed.
Your boy.
Shame.
So many
Your
actors
boy.
have come out
He ain't my boy, he your boy.
No, you say you like Kevin Spacey.
I ain't never said that.
Yes, you did. You always say you like the way he acts.
Kevin Spacey's
You's a liar.
came out and said
Bruh.
this. His fans love the sinister characters he plays.
That's the same thing you said.
I don't use the word sinister.
He was a monster.
You didn't say sinister, but you said.
Who probably knows
We'll
him
talk
better
about
than anybody. Literally just said he's a monster. Now this is something Hollywood has known about forever. And Seth MacFarlane has even joked about it on Family Guy years ago.
$10, $5, $8 and I'll do it. Fine. Help! I've escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement. Help me!
I told you a few months back in a conspiracy video that there are so many child molesters in Hollywood that are protected. And Kevin Spacey was one of them. I knew. Like, I had heard the stories, but I was too afraid to say anything because it wasn't, like, directly connected to me, like, it didn't happen to me. But I knew he was one of the guys that was out there possibly molesting people. And then it got exposed. And that is just the beginning. Okay, now let's end this video with something fun and lighthearted because this is just too much. So a while ago we talked about movie posters that look identical to each other, but I have learned recently that it is not just movie posters. I got an email from a fan named Macy, and she said, hey Shane, have you ever looked into the fact that there's a bunch of album covers that look the same? And oh my god! I'm just going to take you through a few of these, and you're literally not going to believe it. First we have Zayn and Lil Wayne. Literally the same album covers. Maybe it's intentional. I think it might be intentional. But either way, that's crazy. Then we have Beyonce and Ellie Goulding. Hair blowing in the wind. Fur coat only covering your breasts but showing your belly button. Same cover. Then you have Bjork and Britney Spears. Same pose. Same look into the camera. And then this one literally didn't even try to look different. You have No Doubt and Demi Lovato. Literally the same cover, the same font, the same colors. They just threw Demi in there. And even weirder, the No Doubt and Paramore album. They just changed it from red to orange. And the list goes on. Christina Aguilera looks just like Madonna's. Britney Spears looks just like Mariah Carey's. Earth, Wind & Fire looks just like Iron Maiden. And then there's these three albums that look identical and they're very strange. Yeah, all of these albums, somebody holding a face in front of their own face. Then of course we have Michael Jackson and Madonna, but the one that weirds me out the most, that's like the closest, is this one. Yeah, same pose, hand over the head, similar text on the sides of the body, the wind blowing the hair, literally the same cover.
Maybe these albums have the same photographer, you know what I mean? Or like the same creative director.
I don't know, but either way, there's a ton of them, and there's even more than I showed you today. But one of them that might be intentional is Taylor Swift's new album, Reputation. People are saying it's supposed to look similar to Kanye West's album, The Life of Pablo. Yeah, look at them side by side, the way the text is overlapping, the way it feels like newspaper columns. Is it intentional? Is Taylor Swift trying to get underneath Kanye's? Personally,
they still got beef.
But either way, I guess we'll never know.
They
Okay,
still got beef.
Theory we're going to talk about is kind of a continuation of something we've been talking about a lot, and that is Kenneka Jenkins. As we've talked about before, Kenneka Jenkins was a girl that was found in the freezer dead of a hotel. But things weren't adding up. It did not seem like she just walked in there alone. It seemed like possible murder. But they closed the case, and now we just don't have answers. But then I started thinking about something, and I remembered a story that happened a while back that's very similar to this. Let's talk about Elisa Lam. Now, as you might remember, Elisa Lam was the girl that was stumbling around a hotel and went into an elevator and started pressing all the buttons. Now, there was footage of her walking in and walking out of the elevator. It seemed like somebody was telling her what to do or guiding her. Huh, that sounds familiar. Kenneka Jenkins stumbling around a hotel room. Security cameras are capturing it. She looks like she's being guided. Well, of course, Kenneka was found dead in the freezer, and Elisa was found dead floating in the water tower on the roof of the hotel. But when both autopsies were done, not much was found.
And those answers, Mike, won't be coming for a while yet. We spoke with the LA coroner's office today, who told us the cause of death remains inconclusive, and finding out how Elisa Lamb died will require more tests.
So both girls died in hotels under mysterious circumstances, and then the cases were both closed. Well, then I started looking into it, and I found that Elisa had a Tumblr page, and there was some disturbing stuff on it. And one of those, before she died, she said, "I've arrived in La La Land, and there is a monstrosity of a building next to the place I'm staying." Then she said, "I'm going out tonight. I really hope no creeper comes near me." Then in one of her blog posts, she was complaining about a creepy guy being in her hotel. Now, when her body was found in that water tower, she was naked, she didn't have her phone, and there was even evidence of anal bleeding. Also, there was no way she could have gotten to that water tower alone.
Yeah, of course not.
But they said the case was inconclusive and they closed it, and nobody else was involved with her.
Bruh.
So there's a theory that she did have a creepy stalker, and it was somebody that was watching her every move on her Tumblr page. And when she was saying she was afraid of a creeper and that she felt unsafe, those might have been true. Well, then you're probably thinking, why was she touching all the buttons in the elevator? Well, it's often said that young travelers are told to throw off their attacker. So if your elevator's hitting multiple floors, the attacker might not know which floor I don't know. I think both cases are so similar. I mean, clearly Kanika had some assault happen to her, and clearly she was thrown into that freezer. And clearly Elisa had something very similar and was put in that water tower. But why? Was it just murders that the hotels were covering up because they didn't want people to be like, "Oh my god, this hotel's not safe, we can't stay here"? Or the hotel's in on it, and the goal was to preserve the bodies. I guess I'll just keep looking into it, but it looks like both cases are closed. Well, there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed Oliver's creepy conspiracy theories today.
Damn, man. Hey, these conspiracy theories, they were creepy.
Yeah, they were pretty creepy.
They were pretty creepy.
It does definitely make you think. Like, you never know. You never know what's going on. You just don't know. You know? A lot of things are done behind closed doors.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, let us know if y'all believe any of these conspiracy theories. Make sure you like and subscribe and see you in the next one. Bye. Ooh, I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open.
Why?
My eyes is heavy as fuck. I slept 2 hours last night.
Oh, you tired?